Something strange is happening on college campuses with disability accommodations, and we need to be able to talk about it without people freaking out.
Okay, bring it.
This is a very radioactive topic, which was illustrated for me recently by this great article that was written by Alan Levinovitz
Oh, what did he say?
on the current state of accommodations for college students. And he was just attacked brutally on social media for days and days, and probably people are trying to get him fired. I don't know exactly, but...
Wait, if you don't know it's true, then why would you say it? Anyway, I hope the rest of this video is more data-driven. Continue.
The response to this article was just really, really negative, even though what he says in the article is absolutely common sense and I think very well supported. His argument is that we have too many students asking for accommodations that they don't need. We have students who are not disabled claiming that they are so that they can get accommodations.
I see it's already been brought in. Two things here. One, I already know that there's absolutely no data to support the argument, similar to the earlier statement. And two, you've used the phrase common sense, which numerous researchers over the years have pointed out is really just a phrase we use to describe our own personal cultural biases. As the saying goes, there's nothing common about common sense. Now he goes on to say things like this.
They're giving generic accommodations to everyone.
So fundamentally, the problem we have here is, on one level, I actually agree with him. We are giving out too many accommodations. Because if this many students are needing to use the accommodation system in order to do well in school, it's telling us about a problem with the school system more generally. Because if there's this many people asking to modify the existing system in order to access their learning, in order to learn more, then the system is not doing what it should be doing, which is allowing people to learn. But do you have any examples of this playing out? I'm listening.
In some cases, maybe they're faking for extra time on exams like the LSAT.
I'm so glad you brought up the LSAT. For those who aren't aware, the LSAT is the law school entrance exam, and it is a very difficult timed test, and as he points out, those who get more time tend to do better. And research on test taking also shows that your reasoning ability and your test speed ability are completely uncorrelated. Meaning, if the LSAT is really a test of your reasoning ability for law information, then the timing is completely irrelevant and should arguably be removed. And it's also a great example of ableism and racism and classism that still exists in academia. Because what the data actually shows about the LSAT is that the time limit that's imposed is really becoming simply a barrier for those who are not white and wealthy. Because that's the group of people that, one, are more successful at arguing for more time, but two, have more access to test prep systems that tend to teach you how to game the exam and use the limited time more effectively. Which, as I pointed out earlier, is in no way correlated with your ability to reason through the law material or state whether or not you will be a good lawyer. Which brings us back full circle to say whether or not he's right about people faking accommodations, the answer is the same, which is it points out a brokenness in our educational system, not a problem with all of the students requesting the additional support.